Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Wes Montgomery Jazz Guitar Basics. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy guitar community. One of my students in the academy requested this tutorial old style jazz guitar, and of course one guy popped up immediately, Wes Montgomery. So I'm going to show you the basics of his playing style that you could start working with it. For those who don't know it, it's something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. We're going to check out the technique and some basic exercises that you're able to fulfill the task on your next jazz guitar jam session. So let's get started. When we analyze Wes Montgomery's playing style, there are of course different aspects in his playing, but the main iconic thing in his style is playing with octaves. You know, this. This stuff here. The original playing technique, I just demonstrated for you, is doing this with a thumb. So, downstrokes. That gives a typical sound. I don't do this regular, so I'm gonna show it with your pick, playing with a pick. But if you want to have the original thing, you do it with thumb and downstrokes. Second thing is you play octaves. So, as an example, this example which we're working on now is a turnaround in F. So we're having F7 to D7 to G minor 7 to C7. That's the 4 chords. And if you play any type of melody, as an example, we do this here. You know, F. This melody here. This is the F, this is the G, and this is the A. So if you play this melody, you don't play it this way, you play it in octaves. Meaning you double it up, you make the orientation on the pinky. Well, that's what I do. I take the pinky here, this is the F, and the octave is 2 frets below, and you skip 1 string. But this is only when you have the pinky either on the G string or on the D string. Okay, then you only have 2 frets. When you move to the B or E string, then it's going to be 3 frets. And that's a little bit a task that you really hit the notes correctly. So if you want to play this melody here, then you do it like this. If you want to avoid having this jump between 2 and 3 frets, then you do this. Do the same melody but on 1 string. So that's one trick which I do when I go into octave playing. I really check that I play the melody on the top 2 strings. So then I avoid this gap between 2 and 3 frets. So now let's do this thing here on F. Now comes D. Now we do this here. This will be this is the D, this is the F sharp, and this is the A. We can here. It's not possible because you have an open string. So now we have to do this. So F, or you can also do like this if you want. I mean, be my guest. Then D. Then comes G minor. Now we're playing again. Here's the G, here's the A, here's the B flat. And at the end we have the C. We play something like, maybe something like this. From the C down to the B flat, A to the G. And that's one part of the technique, and the second thing is you always slide into the tones. That makes it a little bit challenging, that you always hit the chord, the notes correctly. So you always slide in. When you slide up, you slide up. When you go down, or you can do, you know, you can do like this when you go down, or you can make, you can also do stuff like that, you know. Really what comes to your mind, and then you're already ready to go. 1, 2, 3. It's quite cool. It works pretty fine. The main thing is that you really follow the chords a little bit and just make it sound cool. And let's do little examples, a little Motivic thing. Let's do this here. We start here. We start a motif here on F. When we start on the triad, which is the A, so we're playing this melody. We go from the triad of the F to the triad of the D, which is the F sharp. Then we go on the triad of the G minor, which is the B flat. And we're ending up on the fifth of the C, which is the G. So now we're playing. So let's do this. By the way, I said I'm going to play with the pick, but well, I'm playing it now with the thumb. It's really, I mean, it sounds way smoother when you play with the thumb, but you really have to do it regular. And I think he also did upstrokes with the thumb, but that will be now too wild for me. That also works, you know, when you want to play faster stuff, you also do upstrokes, but the main thing is doing the downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did now, I also made this. That's also a method. You just slide up without attacking. And then you're pretty cool to go. And if you want to mix it up with single notes, you know, even with the chord if you want, C13, that's also cool, and that is what I recommend to make it really sound interesting. Use all the 3 typical playing techniques to make it sound quite interesting. Let's do that. 2. You really can expand this stuff and add chords or whatever, but the main thing is that you do these octaves. You guys, I wanted to keep it brief because it's really hot outside and I want to go to the beach. So, but you can work it. You probably also want to go and have a cool drink there and don't practice too much guitar. Remember, there are no shortcuts in learning guitar. You have to work on your stuff, and if you're into jazz, this technique is really something which is important as a stylish element. I use it quite often when I play jazz, you know, just flip in with a few octaves, give this extra, you know, there's a wah effect, you know. You don't, I mean, some guys, if you want to play music, you can play octaves all the time. That's really up onto you, but you just need to know the technique. And this is my 5 cents on this part of the technique. I created a backing track which you heard, just drum and bass, and in this case the guitar really stands out. It's available in the HPCrazy guitar game, plus the tabs of some examples and the exercise which I just showed now, that you have something, you know, some kind of a guiding line, what you shall do. If you have any questions, that's the place to ask. Open up your blog, become a premium member, and join the little guitar community there. Me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye, and we're going to the beach now.